because it's rainy season here in Thailand. But I mean, you see any fucking rain?
Bro, I've always wanted to go on tour.
So I've been living as a digital nomad for about a week now, a week and a bit, and it's been an interesting experience. So a little bit of context about me. If you watched either of my last couple videos, you'll probably already know I'm from London, UK. I work as a software engineer for a tech company, which has allowed me to sort of basically work from wherever I want to, right? Which is sort of basically the reasoning behind why I'm here. I wanted to spend some time outside of the city I was born and raised and lived my whole life in, and spend some time somewhere completely different. So I've traveled a lot before. I've never been to Asia though. So I've been to North America. I've been like to a bunch of different states in North America. I've got family that live down in Florida, so I've been there like quite a few times. I've been to a few other states as well. I've been to a couple countries in Africa. I've been all around Europe. Obviously from England, Europe is very easy to travel, right? So I've been all around Europe. I've not been to South America, so that is on my bucket list, but I have heard it can be quite dangerous there, which is partly why I've not been. But it does look like a very interesting place. So if you have any recommendations in South America or places to visit that you think are pretty cool, leave a comment down below, let me know, and I might check them out, because I do want to visit South America at some point. I feel like it would be a shame to write it off just because I've heard online that it's dangerous, without kind of giving it a chance. So yeah, leave a comment if you've been to South America, or if you live in South America and you know any cool places that are pretty dope. But yeah, that aside, I've not been to Asia before, like ever. I touched on this in my last video. I wanted to go to Japan when I was a bit younger, but that was just before the pandemic hit. So that trip basically got cancelled because the whole country basically shut down. There was like nobody's coming in, and it was like that for like, I think it was like 2-3 years or something ridiculous, right? So then I never actually got a chance to go, and I kind of just like put that trip on the back burner after that. I was just like, oh, it is what it is, I'll go at some point. Never went. So I did want to come to Asia just to experience it. And funnily enough, now I've got a remote job that's basically giving me the opportunity to be able to do things like that. So I'm currently in Thailand, obviously, and I will be traveling around. I'm going to do Southeast Asia first, and then I plan to go to a bit more Northern Asia. Northern Asia, is that what you call it? Northern Asia. Thinking in terms of like China, Japan. That doesn't really count as Southeast Asia, does it? Southeast Asia is more like Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, that kind of stuff. But anyway, around this whole eastern region, right? And so far, it's been a wonderful time, honestly. Like you just saw in the clip earlier, it's what, 11:30 a.m. on a Friday, and I'm on the beach eating a delicious meal. Cost me about £2.50, £3, something like that. You can't make this stuff up, honestly. But yeah, so let's get into some more of the actual pros and cons of this kind of lifestyle, because it's not all great. There are a lot of good things, and I would say they definitely outweigh the bad, but there are some bad things. So the first thing I'll say is time zones. Time zones are quite tricky. So like I said earlier, I work for a UK-based company. So currently in Thailand, I am 6 hours ahead of their time zone, right? Meaning, when I have meetings and stuff like that, when it's normally on UK time, let's say I have a meeting at like, I don't know, 11 a.m. or something like that. Now that I'm 6 hours ahead, that meeting is at 5 p.m. for me. You know what I mean? And because of that, what that means is when I'm trying to sort of keep in alignment with the rest of my team, that means I end up missing out a lot of like the evening time. So let's say the equivalent of a 9 to 5 UK time here is about 3 till maybe 9, 10 p.m. which isn't too bad because it is quite a nice city here. Like the city kind of comes to life in the nighttime, so you know, a lot of the fun activities, whether it's like going to, you know, nice restaurants, rooftop bars, regular bars, you know, whatever you're doing, a lot of it is nighttime based anyway, so you don't miss too much, but you do miss a chunk of kind of daylight hours where it's like, okay, you know, obviously you've got to graft, you've got to hustle, do you know what I mean? You can mix it up. You could obviously work from like, what do they call it? Like the, like working cafe. What's an actual term? Like cafes where you can work at basically. Like think like taking your laptop to Starbucks, equivalent of that, right? There's loads of those here. You meet a lot of like other foreigners, other digital nomads, people doing similar things. You get grub there as well. So it's definitely doable. But yeah, you do get a lot of your daylight hours taken up. The flip side of that though is it makes you take advantage more of the mornings. So back home I was never really a morning person. I would like wake up, I'm kind of groggy, I'm like this, that and the other. Whereas now that I know, okay, the evening is basically chunked off for work, I've got to make the most of the mornings. I'm waking up at like 9, and it's easier because the weather's nicer. So, you know, 9 o'clock comes around, the sun's beaming, it's nice weather, you want to get up anyway. And then you get a lot more done, you get a lot more out of the day because you made the most of the morning. You do your life admin stuff, maybe you're doing your laundry, whatever, you're going out getting something to eat, you might go for a little walk. Like right now, that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm out, it's currently 11:45 in the afternoon on a Friday. I've gone up, come out, had a little walk, just for some exercise. I'm at Beach Road, having some grub on the beach, recording. After this, I'm probably gonna go get a massage. No funny business, just like a regular Thai massage. And then head home, do some editing, and then graft. Do you know what I mean? So it does encourage you to sort of make the most of your days, which I think is good, just from a productivity perspective. So really, is it a con? Up to you to decide. So another con, it gets kind of lonely, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, picture it, right? You're moving around, jumping countries. You've left all your family back home. You've left all your friends back home. Like, you're actually just on your own, just going about, you know, life. Which some people might like. I guess depends on your personality, but it is tricky. There are times where it's like, I wish I could just go out for like bevs with the boys, go out and get pissed with the boys and whatnot, see my family, you know what I mean, hug my mum, whatnot. But I'm on the other side of the planet, so I kind of can't do that. And that is kind of isolating at sometimes. So yeah, that is, I would say, probably one of the major ones. You do get used to it after a while, and obviously, you know, you can sort of travel back whenever you want. But it is possible you can go back. I know a lot of people, they basically live like out here or in Asia, but they do travel back like maybe every month, every 2 months or whatnot, just to sort of, you know, see people. But it can be day to day quite isolating. I think another one is internet. Obviously this will depend where you are. In Thailand, the internet's been quite good. Most places have Wi-Fi, so like your hotel will have Wi-Fi, like cafes you work at will have Wi-Fi. But I have heard stories of, you know, lots of like blackouts, brownouts, not just Thailand specifically, in a lot of Asian countries, and I guess in a lot of places in the world, where they're still kind of developing the infrastructure. So that can be an issue if you're, you know, trying to upload a video, the video is 10 gigs, and your internet is like, your upload speed is like 4 megabytes per second or some bullshit. Or if you're just like having meetings of like Zoom or Microsoft Teams, God forbid, and it's just constantly like freezing and lagging and stuff like that, it can be a bit annoying. So far for me, from my perspective, it's not been too bad. You know, I use Roamless for my SIM card, and it's been pretty good. I have no real complaints. But yeah, that is something to kind of watch out for if you are going to be doing like a lot of work like online, or you need the internet a lot. So yeah, I think that's it though. I'm gonna move because I can see this lady staring at me in the background. I'm gonna finish up my grub and then we'll get to moving. Morning. So I have started eating. It is fucking phenomenal. We've got obviously rice with some veg and stuff in there. It's also got like a lot of seafood, so there's like prawns and whatnot, and then obviously, you know, your selection of veg. It is as good as it looks, honestly. I'm not quite sure exactly what kind of sauce this is. It seems like some kind of chili. I don't want to put too much on. I do like spicy food, but it is breakfast, so I don't really know if I want to put my stomach through that first thing in the morning. Oh, that is really good. That's so fucking good, man. Okay, fuck it, yeah. Give me more of this. This is fucking fantastic. Give me all of that. All of that. Oh, look at that. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be an ASMR, what do they call it, mukbang? Do people still make those mukbangs? That is fucking good, man. Right, so let's get into some of the pros now, because there are a lot more pros than cons to this stuff. So the most obvious pro is freedom. You can basically travel wherever you want, whenever you want. If you get bored of a place, you can literally just pick up and fuck off, essentially. That's basically what I'm doing. So I'm currently in Thailand. I've been here for like a week and a half maybe, depending obviously when this video goes up. My plan is, so I've got a 60-day visa, and then once the 60 days is up, I can extend it for another 30 days. And then obviously I could do like a border run or something like that to get some more time. I plan on doing the 60 days, and then I will see how it goes. Most likely I'll leave after 60 days, not permanently obviously, just to visit maybe Malaysia, Indonesia, one of the other countries in the local area, experience something different for a bit. So that's kind of my plan. But yeah, the freedom and the ability to live where you want, how you want, whenever you want is, I think, probably the main and most obvious pro of this digital nomad life. I think that is why everybody sort of glamorizes it so much. It's like, you know, who doesn't want to wake up and look out their window and the beach is there? Do you know what I mean? It makes sense. I think that is the biggest pro to this. Next is quite obviously the financial aspect of it. So that ties into my first point. I think I touched on this slightly in one of my other videos. I won't go into all the numbers today. I'll save that for another video where we'll do like a full breakdown of like how much my kind of expenses are, how much my cost of living is living out here in Thailand. I'll do that in another video, but to keep it brief, it's a massive pro. It's a massive pro. Whereas living in London, right, my expenses month to month is about 2.5 grand, right? And that's not like, you know, rooftop bars, living it up. Like, yeah, that does include like going out with friends for, you know, getting on the piss, or going out with mates down the bar, having some drinks, you know, having a social life and whatnot. But it's nothing like super extravagant, right? London is expensive, as I'm sure most other cities are. If you're American, you can probably attest to this as well. Life is expensive, man, but being a digital nomad allows you to do things like this, where you can come out and live in like a low cost of living country, beautiful, you know, your quality of life goes up. And it's like, what that means is you can just basically pocket so much money. That is one of the main reasons I wanted to come out here. Obviously to experience something new, something different, but also because it means I can save a shit ton of money. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you're either retiree, maybe you're living on like a lower income, you've got like your pension coming in, or if you're on like a fixed income, or you know, you're young and you want to basically stash as much money away as possible. This is the best way, man. Honestly, it's like I said, I'm not going to go into numbers today. I will save it for another video, but I'm putting away a lot more money than I'd be able to back home. And I'm getting more for the money I do spend here. The quality of living is so much better, honestly. And I would say the final pro is just the experience, you know? You get to experience something different. Obviously, those of you who have traveled, if you've been on like holidays abroad or whatever it may be, you know that, you know, when you come back, you feel refreshed, you feel brand new. When you're out there, you feel like king of the world, essentially. Now, imagine that is just basically your lifestyle. It's your day-to-day life. It's really something, honestly. It really is something, you know? Like I said, I've only been here like a week and a half, but, you know, waking up, the sun is shining, I can hear the sea in the background, you know, you wake up happy, which sounds like it should be the standard of just being alive. You should be able to wake up happy, but unfortunately, you know, when you wake up and you know, your first thought is, fuck, I've got to go into the office, fuck, I'm waking up and it's still dark outside and it's cold, it's snowing or whatever it may be. It's hard, man. It really makes it fucking hard, I'll be honest with you. Especially in like the winter times, you know, like back home in London, in the winter times, it is dark. All day it's fucking dark. You might have like 3 hours of sunlight from like midday to like 3 p.m. and then it's dark again. It's no joke, and it's raining all the time, which is ironic because it's rainy season here in Thailand. But I mean, you see any fucking rain? Does this look like rainy season to you, man? This is fucking tropical for me. Do you know what I mean? I have heard that the rainy season actually is a good time to come, contrary to popular belief, because it's not unbearably hot. It's still hot. Like right now, I think it's about 32 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's fucking hot. But this is apparently cool compared to how it gets in like the hot seasons. So I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I might have to dip countries if it does get too hot, because I love the heat, but I'm not used to it yet. So we shall see how that goes. But like I say, this is fucking fantastic, man. You wake up, you're happy, man. You wake up and you're fucking happy. And I think that goes beyond like the financial aspect of it. That goes beyond, you know, that outweighs all the cons, like easily, man. Being able to wake up and just say, wow, fuck, another day, I'm happy. Like that feeling, it's fucking fantastic, man. So those are some of my pros and cons of being a digital nomad. If you did enjoy this video, remember to like and subscribe for more. And let me know down below in the comments if you've got any that I missed, anything that you personally enjoy that I forgot about, or any things that you think are a bit, not so sure-ish about that. Let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.
Alright, we're going on tour.